Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are in a 2024 Chevrolet Trax Active, and we are going to do a real-world fuel economy test on this vehicle. I have my cruise control set to 70. I don't have adaptive cruise control on this particular Chevrolet Trax, but that's okay. It's nighttime and traffic is very light so far, if I can get my iPhone 14 Pro to focus. Filled up the tank, reset the trip computer. We've done 11.4 miles since we left the gas station. The car thinks it's averaging 34.9, which would be excellent if true, because the EPA rating for the highway on this car is 32. You can see trip 2 listed there. That's actually this whole entire car since it was new. That's how many miles are on it. And apparently for its lifetime, it has averaged 27.4. I cannot speak to how the car has been driven for those 4,453 miles, because this is a Turo rental that I've only probably put about maybe 150 miles on so far. So, but if that 27.4 is in the ballpark of accurate, that is pretty good, I think, because it's rated 28 in the city. So, you know, it indicates it's a pretty fuel efficient little car. Now, it does have a 1.2 liter engine, 3-cylinder, and it's doing some work. It's turning about 2,200 RPM at 70. So we will bring it down the road and see how it actually does. And I will have an update on the progress for you right now. All right, so we've gone a little bit further. We've covered about 25 miles. And we're averaging 37.4 miles per gallon. But I want to point out this little screen right here. I've actually embiggened it on my digital gauge cluster, which is something you can do on this car, which is pretty cool. So this is telling us that the average is 31.4 miles per gallon, and it's giving us our instant fuel economy. But that average is for the last 50 miles driven. So at some point, once I've gone 50 miles, that number and the trip number 1 number will kind of coalesce and be the same. But it'll be interesting to use it on the drive back, because I feel like the route that I use has a 0 net elevation gain, because I start and end at the same gas station, but the way down is a little bit downhill and the way up going home is a little bit uphill. So we'll see if that plays out on this car. It'll be interesting to have a look at that. So far, traffic has been smooth, nothing to complain about. So we will get down to the turnaround spot and turn it around and see how we're doing. All right, so we have covered almost 50 miles. We're at 48.7 miles, and the 50-mile fuel economy average per the car is 35.8, and the trip average is 35.9. So they've basically synced up. Again, that 35.9 number, if true, would be very, very good, because this car is rated 32 by the EPA on the highway. We will see what it does. I'm just about to turn it around, and we'll see what it does on the way back. And it should be noted that somebody at some point in this car got 48.2 miles per gallon for a 50-mile average. So that's very impressive. So anyway, we will continue on down the road, and I'll get it turned around, and we'll have another update for you shortly. All right, so we've turned it around. The trip since we left the gas station says that we're doing 35.7. And the 50 miles says we're doing 35.9. So I'm going to have another update for you in 50 miles, assuming that nothing unforeseen happens, and we'll see what the deviation is. I'm interested to know how different the fuel economy will be going back than coming up. But so far, the little Trax is doing a great job. The digital fuel gauge still reads full, so maybe these numbers are legit. But we will continue on through the night and find out eventually. Okay, so we are almost back at the gas station. We've covered 102.8 miles. Our average MPG did go down a little bit. We're down to 35.1. And the 50-mile average currently is sitting at 34.7. So as I suspected, we did get worse fuel economy on the way back than we did on the way out. I have hit a little bit of traffic here, but nothing major. We're going 57 miles an hour. That's fair enough. And according to the fuel gauge, we've only burned maybe an eighth of a tank, maybe a little more than an eighth of a tank. So, could be a very good result for the Chevrolet Trax. We're almost back at the gas station, so we will find out right now. Okay, final tale of the tape. We went 112.3 miles. The car averaged 35.5 miles per gallon. It took 3.35 gallons of regular unleaded, and that gave us an actual average of 33.67 miles per gallon. We'll round up and call it 33.7. So the average mile per gallon ometer did run a little bit high, but we still averaged, 1.7 miles per gallon higher than the EPA rating. So I'll consider that a pretty good result. We beat the EPA rating. That lifetime average of 27.6, if that's a couple miles per gallon high, then the car averages 25. I don't know if it is or not. I can only speak for that 35.4 number because that's what I tested tonight. But anyway, with all that being said, if you drive one of these cars, let me know what you're getting mile per gallon wise. And thank you so much for watching. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great night. Bye-bye.